me, Ben, you're too technical. You got too much specificity. People don't want that kind of technical stuff. There's plenty of radio shows where they just tell you stuff, where some host gives you their opinion about things, or they just repeat things that they may have read or may have heard. This is where we break it down for you. This is a show. If you're listening to this program, you are qualified to be extra intelligent. You are in the top cream of the crop, the top percentage of intellectual folks who understand that you have to really figure out what's going on in the body before you can start to work with it effectively and strategically. We're talking about SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. Once bacteria overgrow in the intestine, toxins get into the blood. Once toxins get into the blood, it's like a 5-alarm fire. Nothing is ever supposed to get into the blood, and this is regarded by the body as a major, major emergency. One of the signs of emergency is blood thickening. Between blood thickening, blood clotting, toxicity in the blood, you end up with dirty, poisonous blood, and that means a problem. That means a big problem. When blood wants to clot, you're not supposed to stop it from clotting. You're supposed to figure out why it's clotting. Unless you have some kind of surgical procedure done that's an emergency, if you've got sticky clotting blood, you want to figure out why you got sticky clotting blood, not have some doctor put you on a poison drug that compels, orders your body to thin. You know, in the Bible, Moses didn't get to go to the promised land. You know why? Because he ordered the rock to give him water. God says, ask the rock. Moses hits the rock with a stick, orders the rock to give him water, and he doesn't get to go to the promised land. Well, that's a metaphor. You don't want to order the body to do anything. You don't want to compel the body to do anything. The body is much wiser than your doctor, believe it or not. The body is much more intelligent than your doctor. The body doesn't make mistakes. If your blood is clotting, there's a reason for it, and that's what we want to figure out. If the body is sick, there's a reason for it, and that's what we want to figure out. If you got high blood pressure, if you got acne, if you have heart disease, if you have kidney problems, there's a reason for it. We want to figure it out, not compel the body to do our doctor's bidding so we can have better test scores and better numbers. There's a commercial now out for a new diabetes drug, as if we need another diabetes drug, and their tagline is, love your numbers, not love your health. Not love your body, not love your tremendous energy that you have when you wake up in the morning, not love your sense of zest and love of life. Love your numbers. That's exactly what they tell you, and that's how the medical model looks at health. It looks at it like it's a number. Why? Because you can drug to get to a number. You can cut to get to a number. You can have a medical procedure done to get to a number, but you can't drug and you can't cut and you can't have a medical procedure done to get to health. That is the job of nutrition. That is the job of oxygen and deep breathing. That is the job of the relaxation response. That is the job of blood sugar control. And that is the job of digestive health. One of the end results of dirty, sticky blood is kidney disease. The kidneys are responsible for filtering the blood. And over time, and over the course of decades of filtering dirty, sugary blood, the kidneys break down. That's what kidney disease is. It's dirty, sticky blood. It's like a spaghetti strainer. The kidney is like a very, very super high-tech spaghetti strainer that strains the blood, that filters the blood over the course of time, filtering this filthy blood, sugary blood. The kidneys break down like your spaghetti strainer will break down. If you're on dialysis and you want to get off, focus on cleaning up the blood. Better yet, if you don't want to go on dialysis, keep track of your kidney function. And don't let your doctor say it's not reversible. Once your kidney function starts to break down, it is. Just focus on blood sugar, focus on digestive health, focus on good bacteria, and keep the bad bacteria out. Use probiotics, use fermented foods. Make sure you're using the water-soluble vitamins. If you're on dialysis, you want to prevent dialysis, it's extra important that you use the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, vitamins B, vitamin C, electrolytes. These are water-soluble nutrients, very, very important. They're filtered out by dialysis. I don't know why they don't give you the B complex and vitamin C and electrolytes after dialysis. They really should. Any case, once bacterial overgrowth and toxins in the blood, it's called endotoxemia. Toxins in the blood start to build up and the blood gets dirty. Anything in the way of symptomology is possible. One of the most common side effects of blood toxicity, really common, is generalized muscle pain. That's because eventually all the poisons in the blood, or at least some of the poisons in the blood, are going to get deposited in the various tissues of the body. This is one of the ways the body cleans the blood, or the blood cleans itself. It will deposit poisons into the muscle, which means if you have SIBO, And especially if you've had it for a long time, the odds are pretty good you're going to end up with toxic poisons in your muscles and in your connective tissue. And of course, these toxins in the tissues and the connective tissue and in the muscle are going to lead to the same kind of defensive response that happens in the blood. You're going to get an inflammatory response in the muscle. You're going to get an inflammatory response in the connective tissue. You're going to get a stickiness and a stagnation, and you're going to get cell death and poison release, and this is all going to happen in the muscles and the connective tissue, and that's going to be a problem. That's going to cause muscle fiber pain. Hang tight. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that because it's a big issue. This whole idea of the immune system being activated and responding in a defensive fashion to toxicity can be visualized. It should be visualized. Think of a war. Think of the Civil War. If you've ever watched the History Channel or movies where the savagery and the mayhem and the death and the destruction of a Civil War battle is on this epic and biblical scale, the Civil War was this brutal, brutal war. Think of Normandy. Think of the beaches on Normandy when the Allies got on the beach and they were being mowed down by the Germans and the beach was just a mass of blood and guts and carnage. Just take that imagery of death and destruction and mayhem and rotting corpses and blood and guts and then shrink it down to the microscopic level of the world of our cells, and you have an idea of what it's like in the body when there is a long-term defensive response. Does that sound gross? It should, but that's what happens. This imagery is really important. We've got to picture what's happening. Number one, because it's accurate, that's really what's happening on a microscopic scale. Dead cells equal dead bodies. It's not dead bodies, it's dead cells, but it's the same kind of blood and guts, except it's cell blood and guts. And number two, if we really want to confront head-on what's happening in the body when the body breaks down, we'll be more likely to want to eliminate it. If we can picture this poison, toxin, toxicity, and cellular debris, and garbage, and chemicals, and immune chemicals, if we can picture this in our head, this mess that's going on in our body, especially in the muscles and the connective tissue where all these poisons are getting dumped into, but also in the blood, if we can picture this, we're going to be more likely to want to eliminate it. When the immune system is activated against poisons, it enlists high-tech science fiction-like weaponry in the form of biochemistry and biochemicals that are secreted out of immune cells, and these chemicals destroy things. They destroy bacterial cells, they destroy poisons, and unfortunately, they destroy human cells as well. Sometimes, hopefully, they'll destroy affected cells, mutilated cells, distorted cells that have been poisoned, but unfortunately, there's friendly fire. In any war, there's going to be friendly fire, and healthy cells are going to be collateral damage in this friendly fire kind of fashion. In addition, as part of the defensive response, the immune system also secretes fibers and sticky material, a kind of biochemical putty that acts like a grout. And between the fibers that are secreted and grout, basically, you get this biochemical wall that's constructed to keep the death.
At 30dayfoodsupply.com, you can now purchase a one-of-a-kind product not available anywhere else. A meatless burger dry mix in 4 delicious flavors. With our new Oregon Trail Foods vegan burgers, all you do is add water and fry. They need no refrigeration. They're packaged in Mylar bags with an oxygen absorber for a long shelf life. They're non-GMO. They're gluten, soy, nut, and chemical-free, but they're loaded with flavor. And a good source of carbs and protein, yet low in sodium. Flavors include Italian, spicy Mexican, 6 vegetable, and black bean olive. Go to 30dayfoodsupply.com or call 541-229-0010 and order today. Eat them every day, take them camping, or save them for an emergency. Check them out at 30dayfoodsupply.com and click on the vegan burger icon. That's 30dayfoodsupply.com, where all of our products are produced in Oregon by Oregon Trail Foods. 30dayfoodsupply.com.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MyTV. 1-855-905-MyTV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MyTV. 1-855-905-MyTV.
Moms of America, stand up and stop taking abuse from your kids.
I pledge never to let my kid disrespect me ever again.
I pledge to stop letting my daughter walk all over me.
I pledge to stop living in fear of my son's anger.
I pledge never to feel like a bad parent ever again. Because I'm not.
I pledge to stop letting my child's behavior control my home.
I pledge to be a mom with kids who listen, a total transformation mom.
I'm Janet Lehman, co-creator of the Total Transformation Program. We created the Total Transformation to help parents with difficult child behavior. Now I'm giving it away free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. We'll let you keep it for free.
Call 1-800-256-7795. That's 1-800-256-7795. Call now. Call 1-800-256-7795. That's 1-800-256-7795.
If you need to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, thank you, or simply I'm thinking of you, ProFlowers.com is the key. ProFlowers has stunning bouquets, like the best-selling 100 blooms for $19.99. Plus, ProFlowers will include a glass vase for free. Sending someone a wonderful surprise of beautiful flowers sent fresh from the field is easy. Choose the bouquet you like, pick the delivery date, and each order is 100% guaranteed. Plus, all bouquets from ProFlowers are guaranteed to last at least 7 full days. Beautiful, fragrant flowers, picked fresh and sent to your loved one for lasting enjoyment. To get this incredible savings and send someone 100 gorgeous blooms with a free vase for $19.99, go to ProFlowers.com. Click the blue microphone in the top right corner and enter code PLOW. That's ProFlowers.com. Click the mic and enter code PLOW.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side. I'm not sure where we cut off, what you guys heard before we went to break, because we had a little snafu. In any case, we'll continue talking about this really interesting muscle condition where the victims, if you will, the sufferers or the patients who are dealing with this muscle problem, deal with just generalized pain all over the body. There's nothing doctors can do about it. I'll give you antidepressants. I'll give you pain pills maybe. And the reason doctors can't do anything about it is because by the time the muscle pain occurs, it's over. The problem is the muscle pain is occurring because of toxins that are being dumped into the muscle. The toxins are being dumped into the muscle oftentimes through the blood and the digestive system, and more often than not, there is a link to bacteria as well as to the female hormone estrogen, and this is a muscle condition that many, many people deal with. Most of the victims are women, and we'll talk about that tomorrow as we continue discussing blood toxicity. SIBO, all as it has to do with building the body using protein, using arginine especially, and we'll continue doing that tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll also talk to Ori Hofmeckler, who has written several books, one called The Anti-Estrogenic Diet, the second book, which is now in its in its revised and expanded edition, which I highly, highly recommend. It's called The Warrior Diet, and it really is. I mean, this is a wonderful, wonderful book about how to eat correctly and how to use nutrition. Anabolic nutrition. He calls it The Warrior Diet. I love that title because that's really what good health is about. It's about being a warrior. It's about being